Charlotte, North Carolina is quickly becoming the Black Mecca of the South. And if you're not already living here, you may want to consider moving to the Charlotte area. And if you are living in the Charlotte area and wondering what the heck I'm talking about, you need to get involved. Stick around. What's going on, family? My name is Sir Ashley, and I'm not originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, but I am a realtor and investor right here in the Carolinas. But let me tell you a little bit about Charlotte. Since I've been in Charlotte primarily since 2010, Charlotte has been experiencing a renaissance of sorts in the recent years as more and more people have been moving here. What's going on, family? My name is Sir Ashley, and I'm excited to talk to you today about Charlotte, North Carolina. And a lot of people don't know this, but Charlotte is quickly becoming the new Black Mecca. There are tons of opportunities here for entrepreneurs and professionals right here in the Queen City. There are tons of opportunities right here in Charlotte and the greater Charlotte area for entrepreneurs, professionals, and creators of all kinds. And if you're not already taking advantage of everything the city has to offer, I encourage you, I implore you to do so. Stay tuned as I break down an article from the Charlotte Observer talking about why Charlotte is the place to be right now. Let's go. Charlotte is seeing a massive influx of people of all nationalities, races, and creeds. But Blacks and African Americans are coming to Charlotte at higher rates than ever before. They're coming to Charlotte more so than Atlanta, DC, or New York. Let's jump to an article from the Charlotte Observer from just last week. Title of the article is "All the Things a City Can Have, Here's Why Some Are Calling Charlotte a Black Mecca." The article goes on to detail why demographics of Charlotte are changing with the Black population growing very rapidly. As pointed out in the article, it talks about Charlotte's rising Black population and how the Black population in just 1970 made up 30% of the population. But as you move on to 2020, it points out that the Black population in Charlotte has now reached about 35% of the total population. And according to the Charlotte Business Alliance report, it states that between 2020 and 2021, nearly 7,000 people who previously resided in New York or New Jersey metros has come into the Charlotte metro area and is now calling Charlotte home. Now, the Charlotte metro area was recently identified among the fastest growing in the nation, according to a 2022 study. In fact, in Charlotte and surrounding, including Concord and Gastonia, the Charlotte area has gained over 200,000 residents between 2016 and 2021, according to that study. And to dig further into the weeds, it says of the 44,000 Black residents that moved within Mecklenburg County in 2021, according to the Census Bureau, about 14,000 of those people moved to Mecklenburg County from another county in North Carolina, and 25,000 moved to Mecklenburg County from another state entirely. Now, everyone has a different reason for why they come to the Charlotte area, but what attracts people of all races and creeds to the Charlotte area is the major companies. Charlotte is home to a lot of Fortune 500 companies, and those Fortune 500 companies offer very good jobs. If you're not familiar about what jobs are here in the Charlotte area, please be sure to check out one of my other videos after you're done watching this one. I have a whole playlist about Charlotte and the surrounding areas and what is so attractive about the job market right here in Charlotte. Charlotte also provides a location that is very accessible to domestic and international travel. Charlotte Douglas International is one of the busiest airports right here in our country, with flights going just about everywhere in our country and overseas. And contrary to what you hear, Charlotte is very affordable when coming from other larger cities. And while residents, people that have lived here or been here a while, see prices going up and are terrified, people coming here to the Charlotte area welcome the fact that prices here in Charlotte are much more reasonable from where they're coming from. Now, the city of Charlotte is becoming more and more diverse every single day with a variety of cultures represented. As I said before, there are plenty of jobs and business opportunities right here in Charlotte, especially for minority and Black entrepreneurs. There are a number of organizations that support small businesses owned by minorities, and the city government is very supportive of small businesses as well. In fact, the Chamber of Commerce regularly hosts events that cater to minority-owned businesses. There's also a growing arts and culture scene right here in Charlotte, which can be seen at one of our various museums. Now back to the article. Another benefit to Charlotte and why it's bringing so many people in is that it's not as congested of an urban area like the New Yorks or LAs. Yes, traffic is getting a little worse, but it is still not as congested as some of the other major cities in our country. In the article, they quote a real estate professional here in the area talking about how they have helped Black professionals relocate to Charlotte from DC and as far as California, with many home buyers settling in neighborhoods in Westchester or Hidden Valley. But my experiences is very similar to this agent they quote in the article. I've helped Black professionals and professionals of all races move to Steel Creek, Huntersville, East Charlotte, and the University area, to name a few. So yes, people of all demographics are coming to Charlotte, but they're also coming to the greater Charlotte area. They're not just limiting themselves to Charlotte proper. They're moving to Steel Creek, to Huntersville, to Waxhaw, to Monroe, Indian Trail, to Weddington, and they most definitely are moving to Gaston County and Cabarrus County. So the greater Charlotte area as a whole is becoming a lot more diverse because the home prices, what you can get here in this area, is quite amazing when you consider the bang for your buck compared to other metros throughout our country. Now, the city of Charlotte has not always been very inclusive. Up until about the 1960s, we still face segregation like most of our country, but Charlotte moved to the forefront when it came to inclusion. Now, don't get me wrong. We are still living in the South, and there are remnants of our past strongly prevalent in today's society. But as a whole, Charlotte is much more inclusive than a lot of the major cities, not just in the South, but across our country. I'll put a link to this article in the description below so you can check it out for yourself.
It wasn't so much that I decided to move here. I was already here. And I think for a lot of Black people in Charlotte, just in general, Charlotte's always been a Black Mecca. I think the world is just realizing that this city has a rich culture of African-American history, businesses, entrepreneurship, and art, and it's about damn time.
So is Charlotte the new Black Mecca? Or has Charlotte always provided something unique for minorities, and more people are just realizing what it has to offer? Please leave your comments and thoughts in the description below. I'm Sir Ashley. Talk soon.